Hello, everybody. I am here with my sweet Callie Joy, my little princess. Callie, how old are you?
Not 7.
7 years old. And this is my little princess, and she's been working on her schoolwork. And we're coming to you for round 2 of our devotions in Psalm 23 about God as our shepherd. So, Callie, tell us a little bit about school. How's school going?
I like it and it's fun.
It's fun. Why is it fun?
Because I get to do my devotional after it and it's fun to do it.
Yeah?
Because I like to do prayers.
Yeah? What are you learning about in school right now?
I'm learning about John in the Bible.
John in the Bible. Cool. You got a favorite verse in John?
No, I like all of them.
Oh, that's a good answer. I like all of them too. So I'm glad you like school. So times are a little different these days, huh? We're
Yep.
at home together a little bit more. How's that been?
It's been good.
Yeah?
Mhm.
What have we been doing around here?
We've been just playing around and eating.
Eating? Yep, that's been some of it. You've been doing your
Yeah.
schoolwork and
Uh-huh.
you've been getting along with your brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, good. Well, Callie, we are studying Psalm 23, and it's about God being our shepherd. And so sometimes, in the world today when things are so different with the virus and everything that's going on, people get kind of afraid. Do you ever get afraid
Yeah.
sometimes?
Mhm.
Yeah? Well, when you're afraid, what does it mean to you to know that God is your shepherd?
Because he's always with me and I'm safe, and that's why I'm never scared.
It's a good reason to not be scared, right? He's always watching over us, isn't he? Is he a good shepherd?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. Even when we're not good, he is, right?
Yep.
Tell me what you told me last night, too. What did you are learning about God? What's he teaching you?
He's teaching me he's keeping us safe while the virus is going around,
Yeah?
and I'm not scared.
What were you telling me about when we make mistakes? What do we know about those things?
God still loves us.
He does. He's a good shepherd, isn't he? Yeah, well, I want to share with you a little bit, church, and isn't she precious? She's just awesome. I don't even need to share now, but I'll still share with you a little bit. So we shared about how when our situation is shaky, our shepherd is always steady. And in verse 1 of Psalm 23, it says, "The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing, or I shall not be in want." But verse 2 is what we'll look at today, Callie. And verse 2 tells us that he makes me lie down in green pastures, and he leads me beside still waters or quiet waters. So he makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. I love this season, and I love verse 2 for this season because it says he makes me lie down. Have you ever had God in your life ask you to stop? Ask you to press pause. Well, this is certainly a time where we're at home and we're doing things differently than we usually do, where God has pressed pause and he's asked us to just stop and be still. I think of one of my favorite verses in the Old Testament, Psalm 46 and verse 10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." That word means cease striving, to press pause. And that is what God does. He makes me lie down sometimes, even when I don't want to. And he leads me because he gives me that rest beside the quiet, the still waters. He presses pause. It's kind of, the world's kind of paused right now, isn't it? Yep. And so we can learn from our shepherd. We can grow in our relationship with our shepherd during this pause as he makes us lie down in green pastures and leads us beside still waters. And I think about this little gal here who goes to a buffet sometimes. Sometimes we'll go to a buffet and, you spend all this money for them to spend, to eat all the food that's there. We've been eating so much. It's been like a buffet. We sit around. But sometimes, what do you say sometimes when we say it's time to eat? You say, I'm not hungry, and you've bought a buffet. And I think about how, as parents, we run into that. But sometimes it's like that with our walk with God. God's got this buffet of rest and stillness that he's always willing to give to us, but sometimes we just won't accept the pause. And so this week, I want to ask you this question as we wrap it up. How can you, as God makes you lie down in green pastures and leads you beside still waters, how can you accept God's pause this week? Grow in your relationship with him, grow in your relationship with your kids, with your grandkids, with your spouses, with God himself, with your neighbors, those around you, even if it is virtually. So let's let God press pause in our life this week, and he's going to do great things. What do you think? You agree?
Yep.
Callie agrees. Is Callie approved? And hey, we love you guys. Our family is praying for you every day, church. God bless you, and we'll see you tomorrow.